is 8:47 morning on this Wednesday morning, March 25th, 2020. It is time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Wednesday morning, March 25th, 2020. Good morning, y'all. This lovely weather morning, March 25th, 2020. It is 8:48, and it is 41 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News on this Wednesday morning. It is Senators reach deal 2 trillion stimulus bill aimed at coronavirus bill will pass later today, says McConnell. Dr. Fauci says President Trump flexible to coronavirus timeline. New York coronavirus curve is actually increasing. State may need more than 40,000 hospital beds. Corona woes. Bill Gates wants businesses to stay closed to the coronavirus pandemic. Traces the coronavirus survived 17 days on services of cruise ships. Live from his basement, Joe Biden pushes for visibility as Democrats worry. 4 Green Line B branch states will be eliminated, combined into 2. White House, Senate reached late night deal and massive $2 trillion coronavirus stimulus package. Nicola, who coughed on Wegmans worker charged with terrorist request, New Jersey governor said. Trump Senate reached deal $2 trillion coronavirus aid package. Texas, Ohio moved to limit abortion as part of the coronavirus response. Top hospital president will be normally affected the company for hospitals all over to shift away from the Chinese virus. I decided we shouldn't make any more than a big deal of it. U.S. 6 coronavirus test from South Korea. Stock market futures turn negative despite hopes for agreement on stimulus bill. Coronavirus causes Waffle House to close 365 locations. Target CEO withdraws forecast. Nevertheless, now how long this virus is going to last. Amazon worker in Staten Island and Kentucky tests positive for coronavirus. Looking at the stocks now, up to 2112.98 at 2704.91, SP 502.93 at 2447.33, and stack up 5 minutes up 118 at 74.78.86. SpaceX is in flight market in Japan, affected NASA astronaut launch debut. New coronavirus research suggests vaccine developed to be treated could be long-lasting. Upstairs of Los Angeles orders all Gavin Church positive. Turkish prosecutor filed charges Wednesday against 20 people connected with the killing of Saudi-descended journalist Jamal Khashoggi nearly 18 months ago. Spain's death toll surpasses China and India after 3 lockdown. Attack in Sikh temple in Afghanistan kills at least 25. Potato winning to face scrambled meat, surgeon consumer demand. Former German cipher, Japan considered Colorado National Park. Delaware Governor John Carney was scheduled the state's presidential from the end of the April to the beginning of June due to the coronavirus pandemic. Foxbury's 4 confirmed cases, while Plainville gets its first confirmed coronavirus case. Life for Rover family members with chronic disease time with coronavirus even more isolating. Taunton. Just the line in his eyes picked up when he heard President Trump said Tuesdays. So you want to get me over about Easter, that's the business time of year, so long. This is dealing with the effects of coronavirus forced. Peter Children's time is 8:52. Time now for Sports Report. 4 years after winning the NFL MVP, Champ Newton maybe had to do a backup role. Copper Box Raiders pick a quarter received the first round, and the out street of Los Angeles Rams was ranked from worst to first stand. Los Angeles Clippers owned by the Foreman pick and roll towards Villanueva. Peter Children's time 8:53. Time now for Peter Channel Sport. Traffic and transit check. Beep, on the MBTA, where looking good. Look at it. 7 New England Highways are looking good. And up in Northern New England, Route 91 on the northbound side, a little bit slow down around in the Rockingham, Vermont stretch, and the Mass Pike a little bit slow around the 495 out in Westport, and 91 southbound side, a little bit slow upstate Vermont, and out 55 is southbound side, so it's circle back around the U.S. Canadian border. And now, 8:53, and time now for weather report. Looking at the radar, satellite loop radar shows light patches of rain down around the western berkshires of Massachusetts and down around eastern New York State and stretches down to western Connecticut and north central tip of Long Island. Some light showers sprinkling from Framingham all the way down to Marshfield. Okay, looking at our forecast, it goes like this. Today, just rain may after 2 p.m. Cloud sky about 46 degrees, east at about 68 miles an hour, just at 30%. New Prince less than 7 inches, fall for tonight. Just rain before 9 p.m. Cloud sky about 32 degrees, and northeast at about 9 miles an hour, just at 30%. New Prince less than 7 inches, fall for Thursday. Partly south sky about 50 degrees, and a low 34, north about 58 miles an hour for Friday, slight chance of showers after today, and partly south sky about 56 degrees, north west at about 3 to 7 miles an hour, just at 20%. Friday night, partly south about 34 degrees, and off about 3 to 5 miles an hour for Saturday. Both south sky about 54 degrees, and copy for Saturday night. Rain likely may after 3 p.m. 3 a.m. Mostly clouds about low about 39 degrees. Light east wind just 67 for Sunday. Rain likely may before 3 p.m. Mostly clouds about 55 degrees. East about 5 to 7 miles an hour, just to 70%. Sunday night, just rain before 1 a.m. Mostly clouds about 39 degrees. Northwest about 5 miles an hour, just to 30%. Monday, partly south sky about 52, low 34 degrees. Northwest about 7 to 10 miles an hour, because I have 32 miles an hour for Tuesday. Most south sky about 50 degrees. And northwest about 7 miles an hour. Right now, north, and it's overcast of 41 degrees. That's going to be the computer channel water news on this March 25th, 2020 on Wednesday morning. I'm Peter Woods. Hope you have a good morning, a good day. Hope you have a wonderful day. See you at noon time for a noon time report.